We are meeting here for the first time. I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Amit. I'm from Jharkhand, a small town called Kumla. If I talk about my studies, then I have completed my bachelor's in English literature, and then I have completed a bachelor in education in English language, that is teacher training. After completing that, I'm working as a teacher in high school. And if I talk about my hobbies, then I like playing badminton, reading books, and hanging out with my friends. So this is my short introduction. What about you?
Okay. That's a nice introduction, I can say. So, I'm Season. I am from UP. I like playing badminton, just like you, reading books, and talking to the people like this. If I talk about my qualification, so I am postgraduate in English, and I have learned British and American English from foreign teachers. So, it is my brief introduction.
All right. So you are also a student of English literature. It's
Yes,
a
yes, of course.
coincidence we are meeting here.
Yeah. This is a coincidence, we can say.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So like you have just completed a post graduation. So what are you doing now?
No, now I think I have covered everything, so I have to start teaching just like you, as you are
Okay.
doing this thing.
All right. Okay. So like you have started teaching or you are going to start teaching?
No. I have to start teaching.
Okay, okay, you have to start teaching. So,
Yeah.
what do you want to teach? Like, are you going to go to school or you want to just go to college or plus two students? Who are you going to teach and what kind of a student do
Spoken,
you like the most?
spoken English. How to speak English.
All right, that sounds great, by the way.
Uh, if somebody wants to go to abroad or foreign at that time, it will be very helpful for them to talk with foreigners, Britishers, Americans, German, French, all these kind of people.
Uh, I'm also working towards that because working right now in a school. So whenever I have free time, like after teaching for 6 hours, I have few hours that I can use that few hours to teach students spoken English. Then I'm doing that as well because it's a good profession. If you are fluent in English, you are proficient in English language, then it's a good thing that you can do. Like you can teach lots of students. You can prepare them for interviews. You can prepare them for foreign trips, right? Like if someone wants to go or move abroad, so you can help them out. So yeah, I am also planning to do that.
Yeah, that's great. So, when did you start practicing speaking English?
All right, like when did I started practicing English?
Speaking English.
Okay, okay, all right. So if I talk about my language learning journey, it started when I was in school, but I was not that serious because most of us are not aware that it is going to help us in future or it's going to be beneficial when it comes to getting a job or like whenever we are going for interviews or job interviews, it's going to help. We don't know about that at that time. So like it is started at that time, but I was not that serious. But after I completed my college and went for interview once and realized like if you don't know English language, it's not worth it. Like when you go to interviews, they are not going to select you or they are not going to hire you. So then I realized once I was rejected, I realized like I have to work on my communication skills. I have to learn this language. Otherwise, I will be not hired in any way. Like even as a teacher, even as a employee in any company, I won't be hired if I'm not very good at communication skills. And later I started on working on my communication skills. I use multiple platform where I used to practice with a lot of foreigner speakers. I used to talk with my friends who were good at English. They helped me as well. I started reading books. I started watching podcasts. So after I was rejected from that job interview, I started working on my communication skills. And slowly, gradually, I started to learn and become better in my English communication skills. And after I think 6 months, I was able to talk to people easily, confidently. So this is how my English learning journey started and how it has been going on. Is still because there is always some room to learn, right? We all know that there is nothing that like there is no limit and there is no ending of learning English language because there is always something to learn. So I'm still in a learning phase. Everyone is on learning phase. So yeah, has been a long journey and still I'm learning.
Okay,
What
so
about you? Like, how was your? Okay, go on.
do you practice daily?
Sorry.
Do you practice daily?
Yeah, I try to practice daily because as we know, practicing is really important. It's a different kind of skills. Like when it comes to speaking English or talking to people, it's a different, totally different skill, right? Like it's not like you are reading book and reading grammar, studying grammar, and you can develop this skill. If you want to become very good at speaking, you want to become proficient in English language, you have to practice on a daily basis. You need to be consistent. So yeah, I'm working on my communication skills on a daily basis. I'm talking to my friends sometimes. I'm talking to different apps that I used to practice when I was in beginner level. I used to practice one app called Free for Talk. That's really helpful. You can connect with people across the world and talk to them. So I'm using that as well whenever I have free time and feel like talking to someone. So I use that as well. So I'm working on my communication skills on a daily basis.
Did you learn grammar too?
Yeah, that's right. Like because I'm a student of English literature, so and I'm teaching in an English medium school, so it's really important that you have a deep knowledge of English grammars because you would be teaching those students grammar rules, how to make sentences, how to learn grammars, like what is noun, what is adjective, and everything. Like you have to teach them, and if you don't know all those things, you can't teach them easily. So I have learned all those concepts. I'm teaching them, so yeah, I have learned grammar as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, what about you? Like how your English learning journey started?
Okay. Actually, it's a long journey, I can tell you about this. But as you started speaking, I think around 6 months ago, right?
Not 6 months ago. Like it has been a long journey. Like I started in 2020, so like it was 6 months later. It has been a long time now. Like it has been 4 years. At that time, I kind of acquired this skill. Like I learned uh, this language to some to extent that I can talk to people confidently. And this journey has been going on now. Like it has been 4 years. I have been talking to lots of people. I have been practicing with lots of people, and there is ups and downs. Whatever you do, like there is not a plain road, right? Like there are ups, there are downs. Like sometimes you get time to practice, sometimes you don't have time. Like sometimes you are engaged in something else. Sometimes there is examination. Sometimes you have to do projects. So you don't practice on a daily basis. Sometimes you forget about like I have to work on my communication skills, right? So yeah, there is ups and downs. So this journey has been going on, and there is a long journey waiting ahead. I think like I have to keep going, right? There is always, as I mentioned, something to learn.
Yeah, yeah, of course. So you started it around 4 years, we can say, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can say that.
You started around 4 years ago, and I started 6 or 6.5 years ago, you can say,
Okay, okay.
learning this language. And after that, I mean, in this way, I learned since, as you said, that you are a student of English literature, so you have learned grammar too. So in the
Yeah.
same way, and I am a student of English literature, and I am postgraduate in English. So I have also learned all the rules and regulations from the beginning till the end of grammar. Along with that, English literature, Indian English literature, British English literature, American, Russian, French, German, all these kind of things that are there in NET. NET, National Eligibility
Yeah,
Test.
exactly. National eligibility test. I know, I know.
Yeah, so all these things, I studied these things, and after that, I had some problems in pronunciation, right? As there are many words that we mispronounce normally. Like people say pizza. Have you heard
Picture,
pizza?
no, no, no,
You don't know it.
no.
Do you know receipt?
Receive. Yeah, yeah. I know receive.
Yeah, people say receipt, but that is receipt.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Like you are saying receipt. Oh, got it. Like you that one, right? Like paper bill,
Yeah,
receipt.
yeah.
Yeah.
People say like that, right?
Yeah,
Receipt,
that's right. Yeah.
but that is receipt.
Yeah.
And there is a word that is people say Russia,
Yeah.
but that is Russia.
Yeah. Russia.
Right? People say Canada, but that is Canada.
Yeah.
So
That's
I used
right.
to make all this. I used to make all these kind of mistakes. But later, I started searching some teachers on YouTube. So I came in contact with some foreign teachers, and after that, I took some help from them. They told me for buying some books and dictionaries. Then I bought all those things, like from American teachers and British teachers who are especially from Britain. I mean, Great Britain, we can say. So I read all those books and dictionaries. They were really, very thick. I can see. They were all the dictionaries were really, really very thick. Oxford, Cambridge, Merriam-Webster, Longman, Collins, many dictionaries. So I read all the dictionaries and one word, one line, everything because I wanted to improve my pronunciation, especially for that purpose. So I read all those things, and after that, I became capable of understanding people from foreign countries, like Americans, how they speak, and what kind of rules work behind them. If I tell you, there is a sentence that is in, if you want, I can speak one sentence in American English,
All right,
American
go ahead.
style, right? So I want to just tell you that I was not able to understand this thing when they used to speak it like this. So there is a word that is, there is a sentence that is, I am sorry, I do not know about her father. I am sorry, I do not know about her father, right? So
All
this is
right,
a normal way in which we speak. But Americans, they speak, I'm sorry, I don't know about her father. I'm sorry, I don't know about her father. Like this. So they used to speak like this. And this
yeah,
is
that's right.
American, that is
Yeah,
American style of speaking English. So even I was not able to understand all these kind of things when they used to speak. But when I came in contact with my American teachers, American teacher who teaches in Los Angeles, America,
all
and
right,
a teacher, yeah, trains especially some actors, actresses, singers from different countries like Vietnam or Kenya, we can say, Sudan, and from some other countries. They go to America for learning standard American English.
all right.
Yeah, so I bought those books, and after that, I learned these things, and then British English, how it is spoken. So yeah, in the same way, and sometimes there is a Portuguese English. Portuguese means the people from Portugal or Portugal that we call.
Yeah, that's right.
So whenever they speak in a different way. Like if we have to say, "Can you go to shopping mall?" So they will say, "Can you go to shopping mall? Can you go to shopping mall?" Like
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
We
that's
say
right.
shopping mall, but they say shopping mall. Can you call him? And they will say, can you call him? Can you call
Yeah,
him
that's
Roberto? Like this. We say correct. This is correct. They will say this is correcto.
all
Like
right.
this. Yeah. So
Yeah,
there are many
that's right.
rules.
Yeah, like different region have their own accent, right? Like Indian has have their own accent, American, like have their own accent. So yeah, it is spoken differently all over the world. Like I suppose you are talking to some people from England, like they have different kind of accent. So yeah, like whenever we are talking to them, like we have to train our vocals according to their accent, and that's different, right? So yeah, like we have to learn all those vocal sounds that they are producing through their mouth muscles. So we have to work on all those muscles that we are using to produce the way they are like speaking that language. So yeah, like we also need to work on our vocals, and we need to also work on our mouth muscles as well, like when we are talking to foreigners, because their way of speaking is different. Like we cannot like speak the way they speak with the same vocal that we are using to speak Hindi language, right?
Yeah, the sounds are different actually because of that. But if we know the reasons that they speak this sound instead of this one, at that time we can understand them easily.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, that's right.
Right. So this is something that happens.
So, like, when are you going to start your spoken classes, or like, you just started like teaching students?
Uh, Very soon, actually, I was busy in. I have some pieces of work to complete, especially related to English, and very soon I think I'm about to complete them, complete those things, and then I will start teaching.
Yeah, yeah, your English is really good. So it will be really helpful for lots of students. So you can teach them, train them. Like if someone wants to go to America, suppose go to Canada, like you can help them out, right? Like because lots of people are looking for trainers who can teach them to appear for IELTS exam, and your pronunciations are good. Like you have already said, you have worked on your pronunciation skills. You have like completed lots of dictionaries based on pronunciation, and right? Like you have been working for 6 long years. I can say that you are really experienced for them to help them out to learn this language. If they are looking for a teacher who can train them to go to any uh, foreign countries or like prepare for IELTS exams, right?
Yeah, actually, I had a lot of problems, especially all these things I was not able to understand. So I thought that there would be a lot of students, a lot of persons who would be facing all these kind of problems in their lives too. So why not solve these problems for everyone
Yeah,
just by
that's right.
learning them?
Exactly, exactly. Like, and when they have a close teacher, like you would be teaching locally, and there will be student, they will be close to you. So when you are teaching them face to face, like online is different thing, right? Like we are talking on a video call, that's a different thing. But when you are teaching someone in a classroom, then you can understand them. You can easily evaluate them. What are the problem they are facing, right? Like what need to be improved and what needed to be like you should use in teaching as well. So yeah, it's easy. Like I'm also planning to do that because it's a really good thing. You can help students like who are struggling. How long have you been making videos on YouTube? Maybe you are also making videos on YouTube, right?
No, actually, I became active here around 1 month ago, I think, on this app.
Okay.
Yeah, and before that, I was not uploading a lot of videos, but some videos I made some videos related to, you know, accents. We can say how
Yeah.
different people, how we can understand them, all these kind of things that are not normally uploaded by, I mean, English teachers. Those kind of things, rare kind of videos.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, definitely. Like if you want to target audience easily, then and that's a like good thing. Look for those videos that nobody is uploading. Like you can easily get reach a lot of audience, right? Like in that way. Because I have also made few videos on literature, like which was not made by any tutor at that time. So like I got good views on those videos because nobody made videos on those topics, and that's the reason lots of students watch my videos. And even today, like they comment me like, yeah, this is a good video, and they did not understand that concept anywhere else, but it's a good video that you have made. We can easily understand this story. So yeah, like when you make video on those topics that is not available, that's a really reach to lots of people.
Which were the topics?
And that's based on novel. Actually, I made few videos based on novel. Like that was White Woman, and I don't know. Like second one is I just forgot. Like because I have uploaded many videos nowadays, so I don't remember how many videos is there.
Okay, so can you tell me the names of some chapters in your book of
Uh,
English?
English literature. Like at that time, we were reading lots of novels, like Pride and Prejudice, right? Like maybe you,
Oh,
yeah,
Darcy,
like it was a like a really
they are the
interesting.
they were the character who Darcy.
Yeah, the Darcy, right? Like, yeah,
And
it's fantastic.
yeah, even I have read, Sense and Sensibility,
Yeah, sense.
Emma, and there are, yeah, and there were some other novels, dramas, tragedies, comedies, tragic.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Actually, bro, somebody is calling me, and I think it is very important. So we'll connect some other time.
All right, all right. So, bye then.
Okay.